So when I was talking about Morocco, if it's an Arabic or African country, many thought the question itself is wrong because Africa is a geography and being an African is a geographic question. And for some, being an Arab, it's about an ethnicity or a linguistic group or being part of the Arabic League. I agree that being an Arab and African is not a contradictory thing, but I would like to explain why is it a contradictory thing for some. Identity is something deeper than where I was born, what skin color do I have, what language I speak, and what religion I practice. Identity is not about simple fact, it is about myth, narrative, politics, and ideology. It is about stereotypes and my relationship toward the other and the enemies. Maybe for you and me, Africa is just a geography. But maybe for some others, this is the land of the people who was colonized and enslaved. This continent and these people who are still suffer from these exploitations and racism. So what unites us is our enemy and our suffering. And what unites us is our future, our freedom and salvation that cannot be done without our unity, without our African identity. So, according to this narrative, being an African is something more than a geography. It's an explanation why I am poor, why I am suffering. It is also the key and the way to fight back, to take my rights, to have a better future. For some, identifying yourself as an Arab means the less African you are. That means you are a threat toward African unity and you are an obstacle toward African liberty and freedom. On the other side, the African identity very much based on the idea of being oppressed by the great power, being enslaved, being colonized. And in some narrative, the Arab was among these colonizers, among these people who enslaved African and exploited this land and colonized it. So according to this narrative, Arabs are not considered to be among the indigenous people of these lands. The Arab considered to be among the oppressors. So when you are identifying yourself as an Arab, as an oppressor, this is a big issue. And surely not all Africans have the same narrative, and many have no problem of being an Arab and an African at the same time.